Hi everyone, welcome to my midweek live. I was going to say Facebook Live, but I know I'm live on YouTube as well. So thank you so much for joining me. It is really great to see you here. Today I have got, let me just change my camera angle. Today I've got something with some new products. So yesterday, Stamping Up, we launched our annual catalog and we had some online exclusives and some kits. So I'm going to create a card with the Celebratory Sips Suite, and I have been creating with this and I really like the colors in this suite, and I think it's a very fun suite of products. So um, I hope you enjoy what I'm creating, and perhaps this might be on your shopping list, or maybe you may already have this. So perhaps you can get some tips as I share with you. You're with Rochelle Leedsmith at Stamping Flair, so please say hi to me. I'd love to know who's watching with me and chat with you and ask any questions you have about products, about any techniques I'm sharing, or if you want to catalog, please comment as well. I'd love to help you out with that if you live in Australia. And I will have a product list for this card later on today, so you can purchase the products that are being shown. First of all, I want to show you the designer series paper in this suite. There are, as I said, just fun colors. And today I will share with you some techniques for coloring and some other techniques that you can use in your card making or scrapbooking or whatever paper crafting you are doing. Let's get um, get these papers out. So the designer series paper is called Celebratory Sips, and they're really like vibrant, or not even, not all are like super bright, but I think they're just vibrant and fun. So these just, you got the fruits and they're very watercolored look about them, so I think they're very pretty. Then we have these with the drinks and some wine bottles and some carafes there, and nice backgrounds. You could even fussy cut these uh, elements out. You've got some florals, so not necessarily everything is to do with your drinks. So that's a lovely page as well. And look at that, if you mix that with that other page there, the sheet there. This one looks like more abstract, and you can use it as a background, but you could use it with the dies to cut out the drink straight out of there, so you could stamp the glass and then cut out, so you don't have to do any coloring. That's another option. Then we've got here the drinks with more of the embellishment, so to speak, or the accessories that you can have. Hi Deborah, lovely to see you. Thank you for joining me. This is a pretty paper too, another floral. So not necessarily for drinks, you can use it with anything else. So let's turn it over. You've got a nice, again, I think neutral. You can use this for guys, for teenagers, kids, like brighter colors, uh, florals, or so more uh, not so busy papers where you can ground your card or your project. If you want more subtle kind of background, this is one with the cloud cover. again, old olive. I'll tell you the colors that correspond with this. Strawberry slash. So like I said, these are great. I mean, you can accent. This is Secret C. Use accent pieces or use them for backgrounds, but they're great pieces for rounding your cards if you want like base. So the colors that go with it are Berry Burst, Blackberry Bliss, Bubble Bath, like the, okay, it's in the flowers, Cloud Cover, Daffodil Delight, Lemon Lime Twist, Old Olive, Peach Pie, Pretty in Pink, Secret Sea Strawberry slash Timid Tiger. So you've got a good mix of like bright colors, some subtles, a bit of a mix there. So to start with today, I am going to stamp some images in Tuxedo Black and we'll get some coloring done. And before we go any further, and then we can create a card. And we will, I'm using this little glass, and when you've got a die that cuts out photopolymer stamps, so these clear stamps are photopolymer, place the stamp first and then pick it up, because then it doesn't make the stamp go out of shape, because the tendency is if you put that stamp onto your clear block, you could adjust the shape. Then when you got a die cut, it could be slightly out of whack. So I'm not going to stamp on that. That's from the inside of my card. Then I'll have this piece. And we'll stamp that. We're going to stamp all our bits and pieces. Making sure I haven't got any Tuxedo Black on my fingers there. We'll stamp a little umbrella, a lemon or a lime or whatever you want that to be. Then I do want a couple of these, the leaves. You get it different, so you could layer them as well. So they're nice. So I'm getting all my coloring done. I might stamp it this way, just to make sure I have room. So let's get the smaller images done first, and then we can color our glass, because that's going to take a little bit longer. I have, got a few stamping pens for that one. Actually, I'm going to stamp that, change that color. I was going to stamp in Old Olive. I'll restamp, and we can always use that. I just felt it needed a different color. I forgot I was going to stamp that in Old Olive. Let's do that there. Bring back a piercing mat. 1, 2. All right. 2. Okay, so for the leaf, so I've stamped it in Old Olive. I'm going to color it in Lemon Lime Twist. And it's going to be a very simple coloring job. I'm just going to go with light, just filling in those leaves basically. Your day has been going well. I had an early start today. Wednesday's being my day off. That's why I'm able to do this live on a Wednesday. Today we had to take one of our cats to the vet. Um, she's okay. She gets this little allergy on her lip, and she doesn't seem to be too bothered by it. But we always have to get antibiotics for her. So we took her early, so we could be back in time for my live. And just the first time we took it without her sister, as they go together, but sister's a little bit hard to catch sometimes. She doesn't run up. But all's good. So you can see I'm just doing this fairly quickly. So for my, I'll use the same with for my lime. I'm going to make that a lime. Maybe you can change it to a lemon or an orangey color. I'm using granny apple, the dark granny apple green at the base. Yeah. Okay. Just in the segments. Then I'll still use the lemon lime twist. My sound is crackling. Oh. You were watching on Facebook, Deborah? Is that on YouTube sometimes? Hang on, give me a sec. I'm going to do something. Thanks for letting me know. But I'm going to. I did this the other day. I plugged in my Wi-Fi directly to my computer. Let's see whether that works any better. I've got to remember to do that sometimes. Sometimes that helps. Hopefully that makes it a little bit better. Let me know. We'll take the dark granny, dark lemon twist, and I'm just pulling in that granny apple which I used, and we're going like go outwards. I love coloring with blends and I love any type of coloring. Um, Let me know if that sounds better. Actually, what I did was I've just reconnected something and tried something different. I added my said I was adding my Wi-Fi directly to my computer, which I do sometimes, and I find that does help. So hopefully it does. Could be just the time of day. Sometimes I find in the daytime too, a lot of people are using it, the internet. And it's a bit sketchy. Last week I had trouble with the image, and some people it just cut out. I've got to keep a look, seeing that everything's okay. So we'll keep going. I hope you can hear and that it settles and that you can hear me okay. So I'm just adding some color lifter there around the edges. I'm going to bring in that light lemon lime twist. So I was saying I love colouring, lighting, all that. And then so yesterday when we could place our orders, because we could, as demonstrators, we can order early, but we have a limit on what we can order. We had a certain amount, or not certain range of products we could order. So yesterday we of course could order whatever was available, and so but even then I restricted my others you can go crazy. I just ordered all the new in color stamping blends. That's what I wanted because I like to use them. But what I have got here in front of me, because I'm going to do my drink in this, is Flirty Flamingo Pretty in Pink, Melon Mambo, Peach Pie, and Lemon Lolly stamping blends. Thanks, Deborah. Oh well, let's hope it's better. I'm not quite sure what is going on. Um, but I'm just sharing. I forgot to share to my group. Um, some I did add in. I'll tell you why I'm adding some. I know it's a bit of a mix of colors, and I did get my inspiration from the designer series paper, and then I kind of went with that. So I've started with a bit of dark melon marble. Right, and most of the time I've been trying to use my brush tip. And then light melon marble. I'm starting on one side. I'm blending as I'm going. And you can mix up whatever color you have. Don't stress, just try different colors. You've got different pinks, that's no problem. Now this is dark flirty flamingo, and as you can see, I didn't even look. It's whatever I pulled out. That'll go with my fields here. We've got light flirty flamingo. And you want to get that nice mix of. And don't ask me about drinks, I have no idea. But it's just like I went with prettiness. Um, um, I have no idea what I'm going to drinks, but this just for me it was just color, and I I like juices and things. I look for nice mocktails where you get nice colors. So now, while this is still wet, I'm going to bring in light pretty in pink. It's again blending in. I'm going to start in from the top. And now I don't know why I didn't quite want it to go right at the top. I'm going to draw that mark with what pink, and I will bring the color lifter and bring that back. That was an accident. But it's okay. It's a tipsy drink. It's on a slant. It's okay. I'm setting it on an angle on my card so it could be okay. Yeah. It's alright. It's alright. So we've got the light pretty in pink. So pretty in pink is an in color from last year. So you can see it's got another year in our range. I got to get my new colors. So you do have to take a little bit of time with your colors and mix it in, right? I'm going with coloring it fully with that. And this is how I did pretty much my original card, but I went with, I started with the light. So I've done this the opposite way, and that is okay. So now I'm going with dark green pink and bringing that up. Now I'm going to add some oranges and yellows. So this is light lemon lolly. And we're going to bring in that. And light peach pie. I'll bring in dark peach pie. Now it's looking a bit like a flame kind of color. And that's where it's going to pull, when you bring in a lighter color, it's going to pull back the pinks and things. And add that almost translucent kind of color into that. Just bringing back that bloody flamingo there. And now we're kind of trying to get the blend right. As I work through this, bring in the color. And blends will kind of blend more as you keep it sitting. And you can work on it more. Right. So now I do want a little bit more yellow on this side. So I'm just using the dark lemon lolly. So it doesn't have too much demarcation from one side to the other. I'm going to bring a bit of the light melon mango. And this is one of those things you kind of have to keep playing with it till you get the color. But these colors work really well to get that nice mix. Just keep blending. You're going to get a beautiful drink color. And copy what's on your DSP or your design series paper. That's going to give you some beautiful tones. You can go with purples. You can go with just green kind of drinks like greens and yellows. They're nice. They work really well. So this is dark green and pink. I'm just going to bring my light green pink. And I'll just make that a bit straighter. Right. And then I'm just going to go over that one more time. I think that's done. And I'm going to leave it and see how that die cut dries and then die cut it. And you'll see that nice blend. Hope you can see that. And as it blends, even here I can see a bit of a mix there. And now it's looking like a nice drink. You just have to be a little bit patient. All right, now for our little umbrella, I'm going to go with light melon mango. And lemon lolly. So I will do the alternating colors. Hi, Lucia. Sorry, I just saw you. I have a little bit of feedback. Okay, it's feedback. All right. Let me see. Give me a second. I'll turn my volume down on my. Sorry, my hands and since I'm trying to sip, um, I'll
I'll
get
get
back
back
onto
onto
my
my
face
face
while I
while I
check my
check my
forehead.
forehead.
Um, double
Double
checking
checking
that my
that
phone
my
volume
phone
is
volume is
completely
completely
down.
down.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
off.
off.
Let me try.
Tell me, can you hear me now?
You couldn't
You
hear
could
me
hear
then,
me
could
then,
you? I
could you?
just
I just
tried to
tried to
mute
mute
him
me
at
at
one
one
point,
point,
but
but
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
you
you
could
could
hear
hear
me.
me.
Thank you.
Thank
You
you. You
like
like
the
the
coloring?
coloring?
It's a bit.
It's a bit.
It
It
takes
takes
a
a
little
little
bit of
bit of
time, but
time,
I
but I
think
think
it's
it's
worth
worth
it. It's
it.
just
It's
fun.
just fun.
Sorry
Sorry
about the
about the
sound.
sound.
I'm
I'm
not
not
sure
sure what's
what's going on.
going on.
Sometimes
Sometimes it
it
just
has off days.
has off days. I
tried to
tried
mute
to mute
something,
something,
and
and
then
then
it didn't do
it
anything.
didn't do anything. Ah, is that doing anything? Can you still hear? No.
Is that sound better?
Thank you, Naomi. Ooh, okay. I'll keep coloring, and okay. I'm trying to see whether I've got YouTube open somewhere else, something, and you're hearing that as well. Okay. I'm going to check one more thing. I think I'll check whether I've got it open on my phone. Sometimes you never know what's going on in the background, right? Do you like me have 50,000 tabs open on your phone? Did you say it was better for a minute? Really? Okay. I think I know what I did. Let me have a check. I think I know what I did.
Is that better, guys? No sound. Okay. Okay. Okay, is this better? So it's like there is some sort of sound. Is it still echoing, guys? Because I feel it is, but I'm not sure. You guys are amazing hanging around with me with all this nonsense. Okay, we'll put in some dark lemon lolly. And we'll put in some dark melon mango. So this is just to add some shading. I've kind of forgotten where I was now. And we'll go back with the light. Now I felt I was trying to kind of balance these out, but not make it different, but not too blendy, if you know what I mean. So I had added peach pine here, so I wanted to bring it back in. So I'm going to add a little bit of that dark peach pine just up the top, so you get still that color, and just on the top of that, and then we can bring that in. So it does add it into the umbrella. I don't know what are they called? I don't know. Are they called umbrellas in drinks? So I've got no idea about drinks. All right. So the next thing, what I might do, I'll die cut it first, and then I'm going to do something to this glass because I need it to dry. So these are the dies you get. This one is going to give you like an embossed look. And so you get all the fruit, the strawberry die cuts, that greenery, and the bits and pieces. So they've got a lot of detail in this. Got a little umbrella. What else do we need with it? Fern leaves or whatever. A little lime. That's all we need for that. That's it. All right. So we'll get all that cut out. And the other thing I'm going to do is get this guy out. And I'm taking the 2 and 3/8 inch circle, and I'm going to punch a circle. I haven't used punches in a long time. I use a lot my dies a lot. I just needed a circles which I could emboss basically. That's not, you can tell I haven't used punch in a long time. Goodness, look at me. I made a schmozzle out of that. Okay. All right. I'm going to emboss that. All right. You don't want this set, but you need it. It's funny because generally these colors are not, like, the brightness is not me, but somehow I like the combination. It's really, yeah, it just was fun, I think. And again, it's funny because I don't really drink, and that was even funnier. They're just like the blind leading the blind. Yeah, goodness. But even I was thinking you could do like these glasses. I like, those old-fashioned glasses you get with really nice. So you could even do a nice glass of water with that. I'm trying to get the angle here. Not that it matters. I don't think it's a line. It's the it's a circle, but it's not a circle. It's a skew circle. I need to mark my sets, my stamp and dies. That's what I need to do. It'll just fit right. There we are. And my parasol. Oh, we also need greenery. And the paper is pretty too. And it's fun. The Full of Life Designer Series paper didn't do much for me, but this, I like this, the block of colors they have in it. That was nice. All right, we can go through with that. So what's everybody been doing today? Busy. I haven't even been able to put my new ink colors in my cardstock in their place, or my ink pads. They're just still sitting in a pile. PDFs, writing PDFs. I did that, sent out some last night. Once I started, it's quick. It's the starting. The instructions come quickly for me, and it's just the starting, I think. So right now, new catalog is out, guys, and also there's a joint offer. I'll just show it to you quickly. So with the starter kit, it goes until the 31st of May. You can choose $303 of product and get and pay $169. So you get to choose $303 of product. So that's good. So that goes on till the 31st. So it's a good time because there's so much of product that's new. So you wouldn't have a lot of it. And I've got a wish list at the moment going. I had to go, no, I can't get it all yesterday. I had some sets. There were some more I saw things yesterday, and I go, no, I can't, not at the moment. So we have this, 2 leaves, little. We can get away with that because we're gonna emboss it. So I'm gonna leave it. And so I'm going to show you the 2 embossing folders that come with this suite. So you get the Designer Series papers, the bundle. You get some lovely embellishments as well. So you get this Glass and Gardens embossing folders, which is like mini embossing folders. And this one has a rose pattern, which is the one we're going to use today. And this one has a lovely, I'm going to use it on another one card you'll see tonight. It's got that, You know, it reminds me of what you see on the old-fashioned front doors, you know, on the side panel. That's what that glass looks like. Like, oh, it reminds me of. And it's very pretty. So you, if you don't want that highly detailed side, you could use the other side just to get a slight border. You want this set now too, Naomi? Yeah, it's a good one. I like it. And Deborah, you got a wish list too? Yeah, it's good to have a wish list to work towards. Because really, when you think there's only so much you can create with that one time, I had to be realistic. I wanted it all, and I go, no, I've only got so much time, but I want it all. So I've kind of placed this in a way where I'm going to have the pattern more towards the top because the bottom half is going to be covered. So you can be strategic in your placement of this. And when you see a suite, you don't have to get the whole thing if you don't want to. I've been known to just get the designer series paper or get everything but the bundle, like the turtles. I did not like the turtles, like, but I got the paper and the embossing folder and the embellishment. But that's just me. You get everybody likes different things, and that's okay. Your money tree has died. You gotta find another money tree, Deborah. All right, so I have got my strawberry slush card base. I like strawberry slush. I liked it when I started. And you know what? I didn't realize this was back so long ago that it was in 2015 that the State for Strawberry Slush was from 2013 to 2015. That was when it was an in color. I joined Stamping Up in 2015. I didn't realize it had been that long since it had been an in color, so it's been a while. So the years have gone fast. So I'm using this paper. That side is there as well. And I'm doing, this is not my normal. I'm using a tent fold, but I felt this kind of worked with it. Now, bear with me. I was going to die cut this with the skinny. This is my original card. I was going to die cut it with that skinny die from the textured one. Textured. No, I can't find that die between the time I created this card. It's somewhere on my desk. So we are making do with another die. Because these things happen. But we can do anything. We can just cut it. We can with a die, or we can even, what do you call, make a banner with something else. I seriously thought it. I said for sure it's there, no problem. But no. So I think this banner's too thick. So I'm just going to make my own. It doesn't matter. It's okay. We do our own banners. So I'm doing it approximately. Yeah, when you join, that's why you join and have Naomi. Yeah, 20% off. It's the best feeling when you look at that total and it drops. And I'm going, yes. That means I have more to spend. All right, so just a little. I will have this tutorial up in my newsletter for my subscribers. So generally send it on a Wednesday night, but I'm trying to send it tonight. Sometimes I'm not like a stickler. I do try but I am also human, and things get in the way sometimes. I know people think and what, but and then I go, maybe at 1 o'clock I need to sleep. All right, so I'm just trimming a banner just for something different. Okay, I didn't do a banner on the previous one. I'm just doing something different. All right, so now this card didn't have as many layers as I normally would, or layers, or maybe it had layers. It just didn't have as many maybe dimensionals. I don't know. Okay. All right, so I'm going to get, it just didn't feel as heavy when I carried it. So I'm bringing in my little stand handle for my umbrella. I'm going to stamp it directly on my embossed circle. He's tricky. He doesn't want to stay there. Okay. Basically, I'm eyeballing this just in the corner. Just roughly, you can move it around. So we can glue this down. What's your favorite in color? You reckon new in color? I know Secrecy has been popular. Or do you have a favorite combination? What would your favorite combination be? I like them all, but I do like Secrecy. But I think I like the combination of them. Strawberry Slush, Deborah. Yes, I do like that. Now, initially, when you put this paper down there, it doesn't look like Strawberry Slush would be a good backing, but it worked well on this. I'm going to stick this directly with no dimensionals, and maybe I will. I'm tossing up because I've got to put this across. Let's put it, and I'll show you the difference. I didn't put any embellishments or anything on my other card, but we can see the difference in adding more dimensionals. And because I did the other one, and then I felt it wasn't enough. And I guess so. When you set this up, you want to set it so that your cup's gonna, or whatever these are. Do they call a cup? I don't know. Or do they call it different when it's filled with alcohol? I don't know. We'll stick dimensionals on either side so then it sits flush. And we can stick glue here. So I roughly followed a sketch from Sketch and Scrap, but I didn't follow where they put the sentiment. I did my own thing there. I like my sketches. So we're gonna put that there. Now here is where I'm going to put a second one. I had already a dimensional there but I'm going to put a second one because it's sitting on the DSP, so it needs to be elevated. Here you'll put 2 on this side, so this is where you've just got to think where you're putting things, because this part of the umbrella is going to be on flatter than this side, so you've got to elevate that one, elevate this too. So left 2, right 1. It's nothing wrong if you do it the other way. It just helps it balance. No one's gonna say you did the wrong thing, but before I stick that down, I'm just gonna give those a curve and stick one of these under. And then I will put this there. So it kind of looks like it's in between. They are pretty, the colors, aren't they? So this one I'm going to put on top. And that's what I like to do, a couple of leaves anytime, just to give a bit of fullness on this, okay? So just creates a bit of depth. For a lime, I'm going to take kind of one segment out. I tried this a few ways, and this seemed to be the best way for it to sit. I'm giving it a bit of curve so it can sit this way, right? I want to do a scrapbook page with this, well, Cassidy's 21st birthday. I think that'll be nice. Well, I mean, she had a 21st 1 year ago. I can't believe it, but I was madly organizing this time last year. Secret Sea, Lucia, yeah. That's a beautiful color. I think it's a nice solid color. And just give it sort of some movement in there, some gentle, so it looks more natural. Now we'll do our sentiment, and I've got some lemon lime twist, and I've just got the smallest sentiment. You've got, oh, I forgot one thing, and I'm going to test it out, right? Let's see how it goes. This could go very wrong, but I wanted to put some ice in this glass, and I forgot about it. Sorry. I am going to try it. Hold your breath, people. Because I'm doing it on dimensionals. Should I? Okay. Should I? Oh, we'll go for it. I was going to do masking, but I won't test my luck. I'm going to use craft ink, right? And let's do some ice cubes. You just got to leave it to dry. That's what I was going to do, and I forgot. And you could mask and put a third one. And this is what happened if I did it the way I was meant to. And then I put another one at the top. But the white crafting gives a more natural look. So I was able to show you that. So, sentiment. I looked at the stamp set, then I remembered. So you've got cheers to you, to us, it's your day, and let's celebrate. This would make great gift tags if you wanted to do like for a wine bottle or something like that as well. You could do something like for chocolates, even use the foliage and create a little gift tag. That would be nice. Let's celebrate. It's getting really dark here and windy. Now, if you were using Secret C in your design series paper, you could stamp that. That Secret C is a good dark color, like deep, like we used to use Pebbled Path last couple of years. I'm gonna miss that one. I like Pebble Path. I will put a list of my colors, how I organized it. I'll share what order I'm doing it in. I like to share that so that you can see how I do my arranging. I do mine in rainbow order. How do you put your colors in? Do you do rainbow or do you do it in color families? How do you like to sort your papers or your ink pads? I'm just putting a dimensional at the back of this little I feel it needs a ribbon, and I'm pretty sure these are current. I'm pretty sure. I'm going to get them. You could use those strawberry these, but I think this might be a bit too much strawberry slush. This is the on pack your bags. I was going to say on the go. No, it's pack your bags. Trio. See, I think you could put that, but I think it needs a bit of something a bit different. You do it in rainbow, Lucia? Yeah, I do it mine in rainbow. I like it. It just helps me pick a color easier. Okay, so I'm looking for, these are the gems that come. So if you use the gems in, they're called Strawberry Slush and Pretty in Pink gems. So if you dot them around here. Here's one I made earlier. Didn't plan it. Oh no, it's already done. It may not work. Just a thought that it might be nice. I think if at all, it needs to be a very tiny one. Because the sentiment is tiny. That On the Go Suite, or I think it's called, is really sweet, lovely colors. And that I've still got to play with mine. I only got that last week or a couple of weeks ago. I have been busy, so haven't done anything with it yet. So on Friday, I have my card creation. Sorry, on Sunday, I'm getting confused. Sunday, I have my card creation series, 8 p.m. I hope you can come. What do you reckon? Bow or not to bow? That is the question. Does that look silly? Leave that aside, or to big bow or small bow? That's the next question. Aren't they pretty? They are so nice. These gems. They are so pretty. I don't know. They're so nice. Which colors? Okay, let's go. Maybe even the clear might be nice. They sort of got a gold tinge to them. You could mix them as well. I like that they've got the different sizes, which is good. It looks okay without the bow. I don't know. Like, what do you think? Whether it needs a bow, let me know. Is it what you say? What you say? All right, let's do this. Let's get a strawberry slush. Oh, what do we do? Strawberry slush? Yeah, let's a strawberry slush ink. We can add anything. I'm going to bring in this greenery. I'm going to add a bit of so I was thinking of doing this much. Bring in my light lemon lime twist. Color that. All right, so while I'm coloring, I'm going to pop those link to the Stamping Lounge catalog launch. If you are interested in coming, it's $9.95. There's the link. $9.95. It's 10 to 4 on the 18th of May. It's only a month away, a week away. Goodness, it is not a month away, guys. We're celebrating all things about the new catalog. You get PDF tutorials, heaps of inspiration, some fun and games. So come along. It is free for Stamping Lounge members. So a membership is $24.95 a month, and you will get that free. So there's the link if you would like to join us. We'd love to have you. I am part of that with Kayla, Macaulay, and Maheswari Rajaguru. We have the Stamping Lounge, and we do that. Run a classroom platform there. Okay, and I had this cut, but I'm going to add another little bit because I feel like it needs it. You know me, I have to finish it off, and I'm going to put the teeniest bit of a sliver of lemon lime twist. This is, use your scraps. It just finishes it off. And we do have a beginners area in the stamping lounge, but we are about elevated card making, using your resources, showing you how to really expand your skills. All right, so let's go there. Then we have done a card. We finally made it with our little sound hiccups and everything. We did it. And I think it's okay without the ribbon. I thought it may need it, but then we put the embellishments. It looked okay. Let me know what you think. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe as well. And thank you for sharing. To those who share these videos, I do appreciate it. Let me give you a clean clear first. Right, so I will have a product list for you, so you can, and a link to my store, so you can replicate the card as well, so you can see what products I've used. Oh, thank you, Deborah. Appreciate you guys joining this afternoon. It has been lovely spending it with you. I hope to see you on Sunday. It will probably be a pre-recorded video because it is Mother's Day, and I hope you have a lovely Mother's Day to those celebrating and or spending it with your moms or with your children. I will check the comments later though, so please watch the replay and enjoy my card creation series this month. It is the Floral Impressions Suite. So thank you so much, everyone. Have a great rest of the day, and I will see you back here next week as well, same time. Bye-bye.